You have to have a plan. What I find too often is this vicious cycle. Too many service members kind of start off the same way I do. They don't know what they want to do. They start doing the spray and praying. They're not getting anywhere with anything. And so after a month or, after a period of time, they start to get demoralized. Then they're not applying for jobs. They're not networking. It just makes the process so much harder because like many of us, unfortunately, we think it's going to be easy. We think just, hey, I'm a veteran. Well, the reality of it is that veteran status don't really mean much out here. It doesn't. There's no easy button for veterans out here to get jobs. So I would say you have to have a plan for your military transition. And kind of the simplified process I really kind of lay out when I talk to people is first find out, what you want to do or where you want to go. Then once you narrow that down, then network your butt off in that industry or that location and network, do information interviews over and over and over and over again. And what'll happen is for me, and what I find that, people that I help and coach, is the spider web effect happens. So, you narrow down, all right, I'm going to live here. Now I'm going to start networking with people in this area or in the same industry. You'll do an informational interview, you'll make a connection with someone, and they'll say, oh, by the way, let me introduce you to this person. And then before you know it, your spider web is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you heard about job. Hey, I know just the person for that job. And that's kind of what happened with me. But you gotta get out of your comfort zone. A lot of us don't want to, reach out to people that we may not know. It's just something. But what I will say, I was that person because I'm not an outgoing person. After a couple of them, it just becomes easier. You feel more comfortable. You kind of get your rhythm of what you're going to talk about, and then you really get that spider web effect working, and you build your network out. And really, that's where all the good things come from. Really,
I love the visual that you created of the spider web. And, I think about, like those really big webs, right? They cover, those ones that we
yeah.
hate to walk through, right? That they cover just a huge area, right? And that is going to catch so many more flies than if it was just a single line, right? Like
Yeah.
if you have just a single line of a spider web, you're not going to catch your prey, if you will, right? And so the more multifaceted people of your network are working for you and sending things your way, the more likely you're going to be to catch things in your net, if you will, right? And so I think about those people that do get frustrated, that are out there looking and they say, well, there's no jobs. I can't get hired. And I often liken it to fishing in the ocean. So we all know there's fish in the ocean, right? But if we don't know the kind of fish we're going out to catch, and we go out and we cast our line in the wrong place, or we're using the wrong bait or the wrong tackle, or we're, too shallow, too deep for the fish that we're trying to catch, we're going to say, there's no fish in this ocean. When we all know there are fish in the ocean, we all know there are jobs out there. You just have to go about it, like you said, in a focused, planned, strategic manner and put those feelers out. Use your network to help you capture more of those leads.